Hello everybody! Hello everybody and welcome to the stream. Let me know if you can hear me okay in the chat. And I love the results for this poll. A very important question. Among Us or Among Us? No one answered Among Us. 14 people answered Among Us, but no one said Among Us. Oh, there's an ad at the start. I've never seen an ad in a live stream before, actually. Pineapple on pizza. No, only because I've never had it. I've never had pineapple on pizza, so I'm gonna say no, but I honestly don't discriminate. But basically, in this stream, you guys can ask Wings of Fire related questions, or you can just ask random questions. They can be to me, or they can be to other people in the chat. Hello, everyone. The most amount of people I've had in a live stream was 25, and we're at 24! Oh my goodness. We're gonna have a lot of people. Are we more than /P? Yes, /J. Hi, Cheetah. Could we do a collab someday? Yeah, maybe. Cheetah, be quiet. I'm your biggest fan. We have 29 people. Okay, wow. Hello, 31. Wow, okay. The most amount of people I've had is 25. Find out it's at Freddy or your mom. I'm gonna say my mom. Wonderful question. Okay. Hello, Springtail Productions. I love your videos. Least favorite Wings of Fire book or character. My least favorite book is gonna be probably The Lost Continent, and my least favorite character would probably be... I don't know if I have a least favorite. I mean, everyone just says Whirlpool, so I have a... Sorry, the chat is going faster than I thought it would. My other streams, I never really had a fast chat. But yeah, I'd say least favorite book would probably be The Lost Continent. I think it's pretty boring for the most part. And my least favorite character would maybe Whirlpool, although I think he was okay as a villain. Yeah, I'd have to come back to you on that. I honestly don't... I can't really think right now. I mean, there are some characters I'm not a fan of, but I don't know if I have like a least favorite in particular. I have to think about that. Moon times Keebly or Moon times Winter? Moon times Keebly, although I honestly don't care who you guys ship. I'd have to go with Moon times Keebly. And hello, Prim. I'm reading the chat kind of slow now. Okay. What is your opinion on Dragon Slayer? I think it was pretty... I think it was pretty boring. It was kind of confusing at times to keep up with the 3 plot lines. Like, Darkstalker Legends did a good job with that, but I feel like Dragon Slayer could have done better with the 3 plot lines. Yeah, I wasn't really a huge fan of it. I wouldn't say it's as bad as people say it is, but I'm honestly not a big fan of Scavengers. So I would say it's kind of one of the weaker books in the fandom. And who's my favorite character? My favorite character, Lunar Moon asked that. My favorite character would be Apparel, for sure. I absolutely love Apparel. She's amazing. And yes, Rainy, we're gonna have a wedding. Who's my favorite Wings of Fire? Yeah, it would be, definitely Apparel. Anime or manga or neither? Probably anime. I've never really been into either, though. I've only watched one anime, which is Brand New Animal, and I really liked it, so I guess I'll go with anime. My least favorite ship, Tsunami times Riptide is pretty weak in my opinion. Not a huge fan of that one, to be honest. Sorry, I can't answer every question. I used to be able to answer every question. The chat is going faster than I thought it would, so I cannot answer every question. Never had this many people in the stream before. Sorry if I don't get to answer yours. Favorite character in Dragon Slayer would probably be Ren. I liked her chapters. I thought Leaf wasn't too bad. I liked Ivy, Leaf, and Ren, but I don't know if I can really pick a favorite. Probably Ren. I'm not a huge fan of Sky, but I'd probably have to go with Ren. Let's see. My favorite book is Escaping Peril, for sure. I absolutely love that one. The best type of cookie by Imagine Subscribe asked. Best type of cookie or sugar cookies? I absolutely love those. They're the only cookies like that taste. Well, I like chocolate chip cookies too. Do you like the Owl House? Yes. Who is your favorite protagonist in Darkstalker Legends? Mine is Clearsight. I mean, Darkstalker's chapters were probably the most action-packed. But I also really liked Clearsight's too. So I'm gonna go with hers. Those were more like kind of down to earth and more like I think those are pretty interesting. Fathom was my least favorite of the protagonists. I still like him as a character. But he was probably my least favorite of the three. His chapters are kind of boring, except the Royal Swimming Massacre. Gray Rainbow Animals asks, what is your favorite tribe? Definitely the Sandwings. Sandwings are so interesting. I absolutely love them. When was your favorite Wings of Fire YouTuber? JLA Wings of Fire X2 asks. I don't think I can pick a favorite. I really like Kaleidoscope. I love pretty much every Wings of Fire YouTuber. Like, not even exaggerating. I'm subscribed to, like, pretty much every YouTuber, like, all the big YouTubers in the fandom. So, like, I watch pretty much every single Wings of Fire animators' channels. There's a good, like, 50% chance that if you name someone, I'm probably subscribed to them. How do I feel about Arctic? I think Arctic is pretty interesting. I feel like I done a video on, Arctic and Faux in the past, so I won't go too much into detail. But I definitely think it would have been nice to see a good relationship between the two, but we didn't really get that. But that's my opinion of Arctic. I mean, I think he's a pretty interesting character, but I'm glad we saw some pretty interesting stuff with him. Is Cheetah your favorite person ever? Sure. I will go sure. Thanks for asking that. Primrose asks, what's my favorite muffin? I like blueberry muffins. I think those are really cool. Oh yeah, 4 Arcane's are really good. 4 Arcane, I always say 4 Arcane because I watched Arcane. 4 Arcane is a really good one. Favorite kind of dog? Also cats or dogs. I would say I love dogs more than cats, but I think cats are pretty cute. Favorite kind of dog would be golden retrievers because they're just so fluffy and they're so sweet. Game Thing Z20 asks, what inspired me to do the Wings of Fire What If series? The Marvel What If series, actually. They released that one, and I thought, this would be a really good idea to do with Wings of Fire. Darlene and Dean ask, best Wings of Fire villain, in my opinion. I'd go with Queen Scarlet. She's on my top 5 favorite character list, and I think she's amazing. And my day is going very well, thank you. Although, we kind of got into some traffic, and I got home late. Ooh, you do some Wings of Fire videos. That's really nice. I bet your videos are awesome. And hello, Candy. Welcome to the stream. If you had to pick a Wings of Fire villain to become, well, probably Arctic for the Animus magic. I think that'd be pretty interesting. I don't know if I'd want to become any of them. Or maybe like Darkstalker. Because he'd be like massive and you'd have Animus magic. Favorite Greek god or goddess? I don't know too much about Greek mythology, so I can't really give an answer on that one. I think they're all pretty cool. If you're a dragon, what tribe would you be in? I think maybe like you said, hybrids count. Maybe like a Sandwing, Rainwing hybrid. I think that would be pretty interesting. I really love Sandwings, so probably Sandwings. I cannot think of anything. Asks, hey, if you could change anything about Wings of Fire, what would it be? That's a really good question. I think there are a lot of things I would change. Not because the series is bad, but there are some things I think could have been improved upon. I would say the plot of Book 15. I'm not going to go into spoiler talk, but I really think it could have been a lot better. There were so many things she teased throughout the book that never ended up happening. If you read it, you can probably identify some of those. So I was pretty disappointed. Candy asks, if you could be any of the Dragonets of Destiny, which would you be? Probably Glory, because she's a queen and because she has some really cool powers. Pink Ocean asks, what's your least favorite ship? Yeah, Tsunami and Riptide. I mentioned that earlier. I'm not the biggest fan of them, to be honest. Like, as a pairing, I don't know. I didn't really, like, find myself too attached to them as a ship. Frost Rainus asks, who's the most annoying character, in my opinion? That's a tough one. Yeah, that's really hard. I don't know if I could pick a most annoying off the top of my head. I'd have to really think about that. D-Drawing Dragon asked your opinion on Moon Knight. I absolutely loved Moon Knight. If you've not watched that show, it is really good. You don't even need prior Marvel knowledge to watch it. It is amazing. I absolutely loved it. Gray Rainbow Annals asked, if you found a dragon egg and had to raise it, what tribe would the egg be? I feel like a sandwing would be pretty... Well, a rainwing would be pretty easy to raise, because you don't need to, like, go out and hunt them, like, massive amounts of meat. I would say that would be pretty easy, so I'd probably go with a rainwing, and I'd have kind of my own, like, personal bodyguard, I guess. I think those would be pretty easy to raise. Candy asked, Moon, how would you feel if there was an AU of Wings of Fire, but everyone is Among Us characters? There is actually a map about that that's coming probably relatively soon. So, I think that'd be pretty interesting. Wonderful question. Sharpie Mations asks, who's the best character? Apparel. I would say my top 5 would probably be Apparel, Bumblebee. I like no, in no specific order. Apparel, Bumblebee, Scarlet. I love those ones. There's just so many good characters in the series. I really love Keebly too. Bright the Simming asks, if you were suddenly dropped in the middle of Pyre as a scavenger but retained all of your memories and skills from Earth, what would be your first thing to do? Ooh, I would probably see if I could talk to a dragon. And I would try and communicate with a dragon, and I would make them my best friend. And I would probably bring them back to Earth, and I would get famous for having a dragon pet. Goodbye, Crimson Drake. Hope you had a good time already. And yes, I love the Owl House. Do you think Swordtail is... Why did I read this? Snowfall. Do you think Swordtail's annoying or interesting? He's really annoying in books 11 through 14. But in book 15, I really, really like what Tui did with him. Again, no spoilers for book 15. I honestly really liked him in that. I would say Luna and Swordtail are one of my favorite pairings now in the entire series because of that book. It was so beautiful. Favorite Arc 3 protagonist? Definitely Snowfall. I love her so much. She's literally, like, so overhated, to be honest. Also, Rainy, what are you saying in the chat? You're having a fun time. Let's see. Most annoying character, yeah. Some characters tend to get more annoying after their books or before their books, or... that's a tough one. I don't... Maybe Whirlpool's kind of annoying, to be honest. Although I do think Blister is kind of annoying. I know she's a lot of people's favorite villain, but I do think Blister can be a little annoying. But I wouldn't say she's the most annoying character. I have to come back on that one. What mythical type of dragons do you like by Bursting Rainbows? I love Chinese dragons so much. They're so gorgeous. I absolutely love Chinese dragons. I asked, favorite side character? Probably Lynx. I love Lynx and Snowfall as a duo in The Dangerous Gift. Lynx is super interesting and super funny. Listener was a pretty good one too, but I'd have to go with Lynx. Cats versus dogs? Definitely dogs. Although I love them both. Stranger Things. I'm going to watch Stranger Things, actually. No spoilers in the chat. But, I'm going to watch Stranger Things, I'm going to start watching it tomorrow. I'm super excited. It looks like such a good show. Opinions on Hive Queen. I was disappointed, but then again, I also kind of expected disappointment with The Lost Continent being the prior book. The Hive Queen, it wasn't really that good. I was disappointed because I really like Cricket, and I did not really care for her book too much. It felt like filler to me. Paloma Blumenthal asks, who's your favorite out of the Dragonets? Mink, Bumblebee, Auklet, Peacemaker, Cliff, and much for your animal. And you have art tips. Bumblebee, I think, is the cutest. When I was reading Arc 3, I just fell in love with Bumblebee. She's so adorable. I literally just want to hold her. Protect her. And what's your favorite animal? I like dogs, dragons, and foxes. And I don't really have any art tips. I'm sure there are a lot of great artists in the chat. I am not one of those. But I would say just honestly keep trying. I made the mistake of giving up at one point, but do not follow my footsteps. Continue drawing. Even if you think it looks bad, just keep drawing every day, and you're going to get better and better. Kenny asks, do you think there could ever be a Wings of Fire game? There is on Roblox. There are Wings of Fire fan games, and on the Scholastic page, they have a little Wings of Fire, like, I don't know if it's a game or if it's, like, part of something. But I think a video game would be pretty interesting. Maybe like some kind of open world game. I don't think it will happen personally, but I think that would be a really good idea. What do you want Arc 4 to be about? Definitely the next generation of Dragonettes, but I want it to be done right. I really want Tui to do it right. I have a video coming up about what's next for Wings of Fire, and I kind of discussed what I would want there, so. Let's see. Why or who inspired you to make a YouTube channel? Well, I originally made Animal Jam videos that would only get a couple views per video, and I'd spend a lot of time. I'd do like skits and just kind of random videos. I would say probably the Shop King, who's an Animal Jam YouTuber at the time, inspired me to make those videos, but for Wings of Fire, that's pretty tough. I don't know if anyone in specific inspired me, because I made like one piece of news, because there was like news, and I was like, oh, let me make a video on this Wings of Fire news. I think it was the announcement of the coloring book, if I remember correctly. I'm not too sure. And with that, I think I was just kind of like, yeah, let's try it out. My channel's at a really low point, because I switched from Animal Jam to art, which both those completely failed, and then I decided, okay, Wings of Fire, and I noticed these videos started getting more views, and they were way more fun to make, so I ended up switching to that. But originally the Shop King, and probably for analysis, I'm not too sure, really, if there's anyone in specific who inspired me. I was just super excited to make videos like this. I love commentary. It's so much fun to listen to, and it's so much fun to make. Do you have any fan tribes, Pink Ocean asks, and if so, what are they? I have one fan tribe, the Thunderwings, which is like this storm-related tribe. I might put some more information about them soon. They have a long history and lore, but I might make a community post about them someday. They're pretty interesting. I'm still kind of working on some stuff, but definitely the Thunderwings. Those are my favorite that I've created. I cannot think of anything asked. Hey, if you could make a winglet or legend about any dragon or dragons, which would you pick? That's tough. There's a lot of characters that deserve legends. One I think would be interesting would be a Scarlet legend. Like a Scarlet Winglet book. But there are a lot. I've done some videos about it, like which characters deserve winglets. Maybe like Tamarin, Glacier would be pretty interesting. There are a bunch. There are honestly so many characters I'd make for perfect winglet candidates. So, have you ever played Among Us? Yes, I played Among Us once on somebody else's phone, and I have not played it since. Let's see. What's the best meme, not animation? I like the Terry Epip one. I liked seeing what people did with that. I'd say that was pretty funny. Let's see. If you were to replace a tribe with your Thunderwings, which tribe would be replaced? Ooh, that's tough. If I had to replace a tribe, I would say the Mudwings, only because we don't have information about them enough for me to care about the tribe. But if we got more information, which we will with the guidebook, then maybe I can't really decide, but probably the Mudwings, just because we don't know too much about them. What is your favorite arc? Keegan Mask asks. My favorite arc would definitely be Arc 2. It had so much action, it had lovable characters, and the story was super great. Let's see. Oh, Snowstorm asks, I'm making my own book. Any suggestions for any of the character names? You could do, like, typical names, like go on websites and look at regular character names, or you could do something more interesting. Don't make the mistake of doing character names that are, like, too complex. Make it something that the reader can easily read. And yeah, you could do something creative, but also not something too complex. You could maybe do it based on a theme. If it's like kind of works like Wings of Fire, where there's like different tribes, maybe make their names themed like something. Other than that, I don't really have too much advice for that. I'm not really good with character names. This guy says, are Mudwings underrated? Yes, but I understand why. Well, mainly because Tui doesn't write about them. We barely have any Mudwing protagonists in anything, really. I really hope we get a Sora and Umber winglet. That would be super cool. Do you like Stranger Things? And if so, who's your favorite character? I've not watched it, but I'm going to start watching it tomorrow. I'm headed on a trip, and I'm going to be watching that on the way there, and probably during the trip and on the way back. So that's my first time watching it. So far, from what I've seen, I really like Steve. Ooh, 7 Thrones. That's very interesting. Favorite Owl House character? Hunter, 100%. But episodes 17 through 21 have not come out on Disney Plus, so please no spoilers. I'm waiting for that. I will probably block you from my channel if you do that, or time you out at least. Let's see. If you were in Wings of Fire, what tribe would you be and how would you live? I would be a Sandwing, and I would live probably in the Scorpion Den or somewhere near it. I think that'd be pretty crowded to live in, but it would be super cool, honestly. Like, I loved that scene in Book 5 where Six Claws and Sunny walk through the Scorpion Den a little bit. That was so cool. I just love the Sandwing so much. Seeing more about the tribe would be so interesting. Hi, I read Warrior Cats. No, I don't plan on it. A lot of people have asked me that. Yeah, it's Father's Day. Do you have your own Wings Fire Seas? Yes. I have a Sandwing named Mirage. I have a Rainwing named Magnolia, who is his wife. And I've made some adoptables and stuff, but really I only have a couple. I have a Hive Wing named Dragonfly. I'd say those are the 3 ones, and I'm coming up with names for their dragonets, for Magnolia and Mirages. Least favorite character in Wings of Fire? A lot of people have asked me this. I really have to make a decision. I'm not too sure. Darkstar offered me chocolate milk. Do you accept? No, I don't like chocolate milk, and I don't know what he did to it. Something else, if you could make any Animus enchantment, what would you make? I would probably not do something OP, like rule the world or something, like, I would probably make some kind of a ring or some kind of piece of jewelry, make it so that I can turn into any animal whenever I want to. That would be super cool because you can fly, you can breathe underwater, you can run really fast, like a cheetah. That's a really cool power to have. So I'd say I'd grant myself superpowers. Some in the animation wing asks if you could change one thing that happened in Wings of Fire, what would it be? There are a lot of things. Kind of just earlier, I would probably just go with Book 15, like, probably around the middle and the end of it, I would just switch completely. I was not a huge fan of that. I loved the beginning. Smugdart asked, have you watched Amphibia? No, I have not. I've heard a lot of good things about that show, so maybe one day in the future I might check it out. My favorite color is purple. I absolutely love purple. What would make you hate Wings of Fire? That's an interesting question. I would say what would make me hate Wings of Fire is if we start getting human protagonists. I know that's never going to happen. There's like a 0% chance of that ever happening. But if we ever started getting more human protagonists, I would be like, no. That'd be so annoying. And for an Arc 4, it'd be like humans and dragons. I would not like that. Like, I'd be fine if there was a Legends book about the Scorching and it'd come from dragon and human perspectives. That I'd be fine with, but not like an actual main character as being a human. But I honestly think humans get too much hate. I'm pretty fine with them. What was more disappointing, ending of book 10 or ending of book 15? Probably the ending of book 10. Book 15's ending was okay. Again, no spoilers. It was okay, but I think it could have been done a lot better. Color of Contrast says, you inherit $1 million, and on the same day, aliens say they're going to blow up the world. What do you do with the money? I would splurge a lot in that moment. Since I know I'm going to die, I would just eat a lot of food. Like, eat tons and tons of servings of my favorite foods. And buy tons of video games and just play, I guess. But if I had, like, $1 million regularly, like, I would buy probably, like, a mansion. That would be pretty cool. How I played Hollow Knight? No, I've never heard of that before. Would you bring back Animus Magic? Yes, maybe no. It's really too overpowered. TUI should have set some more limits on it other than just you can't raise the dead. I'm gonna go with no, just because of how much it messes with the plot. And just how many plot holes there are with it. Like, why didn't certain characters just, like, kill everyone, like, instantly? Like, it doesn't make too much sense. Like, they could make everyone under their control, like, so why didn't they? You know, like with some of the evil Animus dragons. Like, why didn't they just make the perfect life for everyone and themselves? So I would say probably no. Have you read all, including the graphics of the Wings of Fire books? Yes, I've read every Wings of Fire book, every Winglet, every Legend, all the graphic novels, and I own the coloring book. Although I've not colored in the coloring book because I hate coloring. I bought it to look at the art. I know that's kind of sad. I would recommend the coloring book, actually. It has some really neat art, and you can see some characters we never really got to see too much of, or even at all. What limits would I set for Animus Magic? Oof. That's a hard one. Because Animus Magic is a thing that really needs to be fixed if TUI ever includes it again. Things I would do to fix it, I would add more restrictions. Like, the only restriction right now is that you can't raise the dead. I think that one's reasonable. But I feel like there needs to be more. Like, maybe there needs to be some kind of a limit to enchantments you can do on other dragons. I feel like it'd be a little... that's actually a really good video idea. I'll probably dive into my thoughts on that at a later point. But yeah, I definitely make a lot more, like, limitations to the magic itself. Like, certain things you can't do, because I think there's not enough of those. A legend on some queens like Scarlet Glacier. I think there should be a queens set of winglets. That would be super cool. And also, that reminds me, we need Wings of Fire merchandise, okay? Funko Pops, I love Funko Pops. We need those. We absolutely need Wings of Fire Funko Pops. Just think about it. All of the protagonists of the main books as Funko Pops, then the queens, and then the villains. That would be so could I would ask, do you do collaborations? It really depends. On my Patreon, if you get the highest tier, which is $6 a month, I will do a collab with you on your channel. But other than that, I'm not too open to collabs at the moment since I'm really busy with a lot of other stuff. Slug Dragon asks, do you want Jurassic Park or World? No, I've never watched any of those movies, but they do seem pretty interesting. Do you think it, Lived of Frostfang asked, do you think it was Albatross's magic that made him insane, or is it the way the Lagoon treated him? A mix of both, for sure. I think Albatross was troubled from the start, which made him a lot easier of a target for the Animus magic to corrupt him. Same with Arctic, he was troubled to begin with, and the Animus magic only made those thoughts worse. That's my theory about Animus magic. It's not the magic itself that corrupts you. It's kind of a mix of your... I think it brings out your deepest, darkest thoughts. So more innocent dragons like Turtle don't really think about killing other dragons, or have had as tough of a life as some of these ones, like Darkstalker. So I think the worse your inner thoughts are, the more susceptible you are to falling under the corruption of Animus magic. That's my theory. That's based on your circumstances and the magic already manipulating those thoughts you had in your head, and the more prominent they are, the more corrupted you become. Monthe asked, do you think Wings of Fire could have been better if they didn't add any humans or scavengers? No, actually. I think scavengers get a lot of hate. I don't, like, I didn't really like Dragon Slayer, but I wouldn't say it's awful. It's not my least favorite. Yeah, I didn't like it, but I liked the way scavengers were dealt with in book 15, where they're in the story, but they're not like, oh hey, humans are here, and like they're the whole thing. I really liked that. I think there should be a balance. There should not be humans featured prominently, but I think there should be a balance. Like, hey, humans are here. They're still active in the story, you know. That's what I really think should happen with it. But I think not having them in the series might make certain plot lines very difficult, so I would say to keep them. Do you think Arctic Faux Slayer Albatross should get a Legends book? Yes, that would be pretty interesting, to be honest. What if there's like a villain's Legends? That'd be super cool. Colorful Contrast asks, have you seen Wolfwalkers? No, but that movie looks very good. I do not own the streaming service it's on, so I can't watch it. And Lupine asks, do you find the Moon Snake joke is funny? I did at first, to be honest, but like it kind of got overused. I'll admit that. I would say it was pretty funny at the beginning. Also, this poll, I've had 154 votes. 89% say Among Us, and 11% say Among Us. We need some more people voting for Among Us. Do you like how Tui dealt with Darkstalker, and if not, how would you have ended it? I think Darkstalker, it's difficult. That would be a big video on in and of itself. I mean, I did not like what she did with Darkstalker, but it'd take me some time to think of a way she could have done it differently, so I can't really complain, so I can't think of anything at this time. Mug Dragon asks, what's your least favorite villain? That's tough. I'm gonna go with Hawthorne, because he wasn't featured that much. He didn't have many qualities that made him interesting, to be honest. Thank you, this Bark Girl, for voting for Among Us. Thank you. Bluebird asks, what's your favorite color? Purple, for sure. I honestly love purple. If you could make one book on a character's perspective in Arc 1, 2, or 3, who would you pick for it? Would it be something I'm writing? Or be like something Tui writes? I'm not really too sure. It depends on if I'm the one writing it. My answer is obviously Among Us and not Among Us. Thank you, Candy. You're speaking the truth. If you had to be stuck on an island with 10 Wings Fire characters, who would you pick? I don't know if I can name 10 off the top of my head. Well, having one Animus, I could teleport off, but I know that's probably not in the rules. That's probably in the rules that you can't use Animus magic. Keebly would make for good company, I think. If I could only pick one, I would probably pick him. I'm Bennett, you're a rat. Yes, I am. Use this audio clip however you like. I'm a rat. Hair ability. Fire skills would absolutely stink to have. Animus magic, I feel like I would not trust myself with. I would go with Rainwing invisibility. That is super cool. And you could use that for a lot of things. Okay, be something Tui writes. More of Sunny. Or maybe Starflight. I'd probably say more of Sunny and Starflight, if I could pick two. I'd love to see what kind of things they're up to at the academy, because Sunny seems like the perfect teacher. Like, she literally seems so sweet. She's so accepting of Moon, you know. I'd love to see Sunny helping out other Jade Mountain Academy students, so probably Sunny. Have you seen Godzilla? No, I have not. If you had a crush on anybody's fire character, if I had to date one, I'd probably say Keebly, mainly because he's funny. Who's your favorite song or singer? I like The Weeknd and Olivia Rodrigo. I know those are pretty kind of overrated. I'd probably say those. Ice Wing Scales, they don't exist in canon, like ice fire scales, but they are something that Fandom has created, and I absolutely love that idea. I really think that should be canon. What I think of it, I think it's very interesting, 100%. If we had kind of another Wings of Fire book, having an ice scales protagonist would be pretty cool. Although I don't feel like it would kind of fit already. It should have been a thing introduced in the beginning. But that's a pretty cool fan character idea. Would you rather have $60 million or 60 million loyal friends? 60 million friends is a lot to deal with, so I'm going to go with $60 million. Everyone's asked, will I watch more anime? I don't plan on it. I'm sorry, I know you love anime. I don't really plan on it, to be honest. It's not my kind of genre. Molly asks, do you think Moon's like a worm on the new graphic novel cover? Yes. Although, to be honest, I'm 100% honest here. I did not even notice that. I would have not noticed that if people hadn't pointed it out. So, I'm going to say, yes, she does, but I literally didn't even pay attention to that. I do think the background on the cover, like besides the whole moon snake thing, the background is pretty bland, to be honest, and the colors don't really look too well. Oh, person asks, the correct answer is the loyal friends, because you can ask them for $1 and they're so loyal they give it to you. But then I'd have $60 million, right? That'd be like the exact same. If I asked them all for like, maybe my math is bad. My brother's laughing at me. She's in the room. I'd ask them for like $1,000 each, and I could be really rich. Thanks to the friends, you could take over Australia. That's true. You can like take over things. Like they do whatever you tell them to. Winter Watcher, Keebly Watcher, or Moonju. I can't read that. I like Keebly Watcher. Definitely. I think Moon and Keebly are such a good ship. My favorite anime, considering I've only watched one, I would say Brand New Animal. It's on Netflix. It's very good. Go check it out. Favorite video game, Spider-Man PS4. Well, why'd you get me into that now? That's all I'm going to talk about for the rest of the stream. I'm half joking. If anyone has played Spider-Man PS4, let me know in the chat, please. Like, if you've played it, you will be my new favorite person on this entire planet. Do you have any other Wolf? Do you have any other C's other than Wolf, like non-dragon ones? Yes. Also, a lot of people make fun of me for saying Wolf, like when I say like when someone does like WOF. But yes, Mala the Fox. She's the mascot of my channel. I have like a lot of OCs. I can't even name them all in this one stream. Yeah, Mala's my favorite, and she's kind of the mascot. But I have a bunch. Sorry, I kind of zoned out there. I have a lot of OCs. I've been selling a lot of them recently, though, on my Discord server. Oh, hello, Cypress. Welcome. And thank you for saying W game choice. If anyone else has played Fire and PS4, let me know. You're my favorite human. What do you think about Spider-Verse? Okay, I've only watched it once. And I watched it, like, they'll do, like, in some pools, they'll, like, show a movie. It'll be, like, a poolside movie. I watched it in the pool, in the freezing cold, and I had to go to the bathroom, really badly. I did not go in the pool. So I would say I was kind of in a bad mood, and I could not even really enjoy the movie, so I did not like it then, but I do plan on rewatching it. But I still agree with what I thought, that I hate what they did with Spider-Man, the actual, like, Spider-Man, Peter Parker in that movie. I absolutely hated that part. But I will give it a rewatch, because I kind of watched it with some unique circumstances. I'm surprised I didn't watch it in the theater. I usually watch all those movies in the theater. I wasn't as obsessed with it then as I am now. Remember PS4 the best game ever. You played it? Thank you. You're an amazing person. Do you find the Moon Snake joke is funny? Yeah, I answered that earlier. It was funny at first, but it's kind of overused now. Would you rather be Apparel or Sky? Sky, because I'm Apparel, I can never hug anybody again. I can never, like, eat again unless my food is, like, burnt. So I would definitely say Sky. I'd rather have no fire than way too much. My brother just said I'm a worm. Nuclear the Duke is my brother. You guys can bully him as much as you want. He just said I'm a worm. Okay. 2 of my favorite YouTubers are friends. Wow. Yeah, Cypress is super nice. Like, Cypress is amazing. Are you going to see the Spider-Verse 2 when it comes out next year? Yes. Although, the villain choice is interesting. The Spot is, like, he's so basic. I mean, I've only really seen him in the Spider-Man 90s show. He's very basic. Oh no, thanks to whoever brought up favorite video game. No, this is all I'm going to talk about, is Spider-Man. Okay, Rainy, what are you saying? Is something wiggling in my compositor? What does compositor mean? Okay. That's apparel you could murder. That is not something I want to do. You sound way too excited about that. When there are 2 graphic novels come out, which you think will have the best cover? Well, Moon Rising one already came out, so I know I didn't really like that one. That one could have had the potential to be a lot better of a cover. Probably Talons of Power. I have high hopes that that cover will be good for the graphic novel. Do you think this should be an Ice Silk? Ice Silk would be pretty interesting, like a mix of Flame Silk, Icewing. What do you mean the extra stuff in the sink? What's that supposed to mean? What does that mean? We could get a collab with Cypress at some point. Maybe. That would be pretty interesting. No, that's Fire Emblem PS4. I know, literally, it's the most popular game on, like, the PlayStation. And, like, literally, I've only met a couple people that have actually played it. And I'm like, this game is, like, game of the year. It's so popular. The hype is insane. And then, like, well, also, most of my viewers like Wings of Fire, so. Marvel is amazing. You could choose 5 of your friends to live on the street? Who'd you live? Oh, like live next to? I think meant like kick them out of their homes, like make them homeless. I was about to say Candy Cane straight away. That's a joke. I would want to live with Candy Cane, Pertron. You guys don't know the people. Candy Cane, Pertron, you, Primrose, Rainy, and because it's so tough. How can I only pick 5? Then Taba. If you wanted to pick someone to be a POV character, who would you pick? Ooh, for a book, I think Bumblebee and Auklet would be pretty interesting protagonists, so I'd go with them. Have you seen The Simpsons? No, but my dad has. Commentaries versus PNG tubers. Who do you like more? Who do you support? I support them both. Commentaries usually have a lot better editing, but I'm totally fine with PNG tubers. I think that's pretty easy. Simon asked, who's your favorite dragon queen? Snowfall. Definitely Snowfall. Yes, make my friends homeless. I would totally put Candy Cane on the street first. She said, wow, okay. Yeah, NSFW would be the first thing you do. I answered this earlier. I would enchant something to give me animal power, so I could turn into any animal whenever I want to. Or maybe freeze time. So I have this whole time travel system where you would freeze time, and whatever you do would get reset. So let's say you overturned a table. When you unfreeze time, that table would go back to normal. But if you ate food, that food, like, you'd still feel full from that food. Like, you'd still be able to digest it. But then the food would still be on that person's plate when you unfreeze time. So it's like there's kind of 2 copies of it, I guess. That would be pretty fun. So I can just do whatever I want during the school day and then go back, and it's like none of it happened. But it did happen to me. Let's go and gang up on Moonlight. They're going to jump me after the stream. This is bad. Would you ever do a face reveal? No. I have no plans to ever do a face reveal, ever. But who knows? Maybe one day, several years down the line. But probably not. Wing Spiker is the most sus. Whirlpool. 100%. He's very sus. What's the color of my toothbrush? It's a Spider-Man toothbrush. So it's, red and blue. I really like Spider-Man, if you cannot tell. If I could, I would make every single video on my channel Spider-Man. What do you do with 20 chihuahuas that are in my house? I guess I'd pet them, but like, I don't know if they're aggressive or if they're nice. I'd pet them. I'd be pretty happy, but also pretty confused why 20 chihuahuas are in my house. That's quite an interesting question. Would rather be Tsunami or Glory? Glory, so I can have her powers and be queen. Also, why'd you just Adam, why'd you just ask the world? Question mark. I'm gonna say no. No to the world. Yes to fantasy. Spider-Man's the best, yes. Cyber, someone told me you like Spider-Man. I can't remember who it was. And And I was like, really? I'd never heard you say that before, but yes, I'm so glad you like that. Who's your favorite Wings Fire character? Apparel. Spider-Man toothbrush, yes. You're doing a staff revolution now. Oh, great. When I come back to my Discord server, it's just going to be destroyed. And the link to all my videos is my Discord server. If you want to come, it's super fun. Everyone just messes around. Everyone is super sweet, honestly. Spider-Man's the best superhero. 100%. Literally, I don't care if you say some DC character. Spider-Man's the best. And no one can change my mind. It's just true. Tomorrow should get a winglet about and cope. Should get a winglet about her struggles to cope with blindness. Do you agree? Yes. Tamara would be an interesting winglet choice of her early life and how she coped with her blindness. I think it'd be very interesting and a very inspiring story. I think it could definitely be emotional. My pronouns are she, her. If you were asking that to me, you just said pronouns. I don't know who you're asking that to. Star Wars opinion. I like the original movies, not the new ones. But I've never been into Star Wars really, like, I've never been some kind of super fan, I guess. I've never really interested me too much. Who's your favorite? Leafwing. Well, like, Sundu's the only developed one we got. And I like Sundu and Willow. When you define a character you identify the most to? Great question. Turtle, 100%. Don't even need to think about that. We both love to write. We both behave, like, perfectly. Like, I've never related to a character more than I have with Turtle. He's just so relatable. It's absolutely crazy. Oliver likes those. Do you like dogs? Yes, I love dogs. Okay, I want to change my username, but I can't. And you're going to be like, why can't you? You can. I'm already associated with this name, so I literally cannot. So I'm stuck with my cringe 2017 Roblox username. I'm basically stuck with it because I'm already kind of with this brand. People already know the name Dog Lover Likes Those, so. What's your next video going to be about? If you don't have an idea, can you be on what if Dark Side clears to immortality? Well, I'm going on a trip for 3 weeks, so I have a bunch of videos scheduled to come out. There's only one more I need to work on. My next video is going to be a secret, because I honestly can't remember which one is set to come out next. Well, I think I remember. Okay, I'll share it. It's going to be, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, My Dad Guesses Wings of Fire character names Part 2. Part 1 is very bad quality, but Part 2 is a lot better, in my opinion. Turtle's the best character. I love Book of Missing a lot. Yeah, I can understand that. Have you read The Unwanteds? No, but that title sounds very cool. I might check that out. What do you think of Moonwatcher? Moonwatcher is so relatable. Like, when I was reading her book, I was just like, whoa, this is so cool. Like, she's honestly so relatable. Let's see. If you could make any mythical creature, what features would it have? I honestly cannot answer that question. I can't really think of that on the spot. I'd have to come back to you. Polls out to reach 200. Can the 200th person please say Among Us, the second option? We need some love for Among Us. Murder Basket or Deathbringer? Murder Basket. Although, honestly, Deathbringer, well, like, Deathbringer is a pretty cool name, to be honest. What's the Discord link? You can find the description of all of my videos except this one. I should have put it in there. You can find it in the description of those videos. Have you read Warrior Cats? No, I don't plan on it. How long have you been playing this via Roblox? Not too long, but I've been playing Roblox as a whole since 2017. Would you revive the Beetle Wings? Probably no, because they don't serve a purpose to the plot, but I do think they're pretty cool, and I want to learn more about them 100%. Venom scales, that's interesting. Maybe like some kind of Rainwing with the disorder, or instead of the venom coming out of the fangs, it kind of like excretes itself from the scales. That'd be pretty cool. Thank you, Bluebird, for voting for the Among Us bottom option. What's your favorite of the Marvel movies and shows outside the main MCU is absolutely acceptable? Favorite of the shows for Netflix would be Daredevil. I love that show so much. My favorite from the Disney Plus ones would be Moon Knight, and my favorite of the movies would be probably Infinity War. Oh, Spider-Man No Way Home is good, but I think those are tied. Do you think Moon is a Mary Sue? Kind of. But I think she's handled well in her book. But after her book, she becomes pretty annoying. I know that's not really the question, but I already kind of done a video about that. A lot of people think she's a Mary Sue. I mean, kind of, but people never talk about the fact that Darkstalker is a Gary Stu. Like, literally completely. He has every single Nightwing power and Animus magic. Like, that's super OP. No one talks about that. How do I feel about Talkies? Never eaten one, and I don't plan on it. Favorite Roblox game? Dragon Adventures. I'd recommend that if you love dragons and you love grinding for, like, literally days on end. What? Even my own brother is saying Staff Revolution. Oh my goodness. Join us, Nuclear Duke. Wow, I'm looking at it. I'm giving him a dirty look right now. You guys can't see it. Who's your favorite MCU character? Spider-Man. Although Spider-Man doesn't, they don't own the movie rights. Sony does. Who's your least favorite dragon? People ask me that. I can't think of one. I know I have a least favorite, but I literally can't think of it right now. It's kind of bothering me. Which map you've watched? Ooh. There are so many good ones. I would say probably the Cold map by Morale. Sorry if I'm pronouncing people's names wrong, by the way. Morale's Cold map was so good. Honestly, so good. Yes, Bluebird. Okay, you know what you're talking about. You like Spider-Man PS4. You are my new favorite human. Kiss, marry, kill, Keebly, Turtle, Peril. Well, if I kissed Peril, I would die. So, marry Keebly, kiss Turtle, kill Peril. I love them all, but probably kill Peril because I'm going to die anyways. How about Yao House? Yes, I have. Do you like spicy food? No, I do not like spicy food. When do you plan on showing your face? Probably never. I don't know. I'm not really one to do face reveals. Yeah, I don't think I ever plan on that. What do you think of Blue? I think he's just I honestly don't care for him. Like, I understand having kind of like characters like him in the series, but I think he was like, I don't even know how to describe my feelings on him, to be honest. He's just not very good. Never really been a fan of Blue. I did not like his book at all. It's my least favorite. I don't have a problem with characters that are overly nice or overly caring, but I think that was kind of a problem. Tui did it she overdid it. Like, I was not a huge fan. What's your favorite fandom? Wings of Fire is a good community for the fandom, but like my favorite actual fandom would be Marvel. I actually really like Marvel. What's the worst name in Wings of Fire? Blister. Like, literally whenever I hear the name Blister, I think of an actual blister. And I do not like that name. There are a couple others I probably haven't thought of in this moment that I don't really like. Let's see. Have I played for the facility? No, but I know what that game is. Why are you guys still on about the staff revolution? That happened like 20 minutes ago. You can overthrow me, sure. I'm still the owner of my Discord server, so haha. Do you think Lou's more of a spectator than an actual protagonist? Yes. Perfect way of putting it. Her book, she's literally just a spectator, does absolutely nothing in the entire book. Marvel is a toxic fandom. I haven't really seen too much of that. I guess it really depends on what part of the fandom you're in. Like with certain characters, I kind of can agree. Some parts are toxic, but remember do an age reveal. My age is 999. Let's become the new dog likes Doge. What the? Okay. See, Rainy asked she could become staff, and I gave it to Candy because I trusted her. I guess I don't trust her anymore. I guess time to demote her in this Discord server. Not really. You're not even in the staff of Spruce, Leafwing, Icewing. How did you hear of Wings of Fire? One of my good friends, Kay, told me about it. Kalix. And I just kind of seen it in animations. I'd watch a bunch of animation memes because I was into that at the time. And I was like, whoa, what's this Wings of Fire series? And I'd watch a lot of animations of it, and I had some people recommend it to me. So one day during the summer, I was like, alright, I'm just going to check it out. And I absolutely fell in love. Harry Potter, I love Harry Potter. Although I'm not too into it now, but I'm a Ravenclaw. Marvel fandom is huge, I know, right? There's literally so much in the fandom. Probably because there's so many movies. What's your favorite sport? Hockey's pretty fun to watch. So I'd probably go with hockey, but my favorite to play would probably be basketball. Darn, I'm ancient, yes. 999. I'm the oldest one in the chat. I'm so old. There's a staff revolution. I don't even remember anymore. Oh, I remember. So someone asked a question about like if a Primrose asked a question about if I could pick 5 friends to live in the same street on, who would I pick? And I first read it in my head as pick 5 friends to throw on the street, like make them homeless. So I joked that I would make Candy homeless, but then I actually said the answer to the question. And I guess everyone's starting a revolution now, so you're the co-owner. You should be the owner. I will take away your co-owner permissions. Not really. What do you think of Shang-Chi? That's a really good movie. I thought it was pretty funny. May I ask if you like Lizard and Freedom as a character? She can be annoying, but I do like her development. Would you rather be a Dragon on Destiny or alternate Dragon on Destiny? Well, the alternate Dragons of Destiny kind of get mistreated, but also with the Dragons of Destiny, in their arc, everyone wants to kill them. So I can't really decide which is better. My favorite Wings of Fire villain, Queen Scarlet, 100%. She is so cool. What do you think of Warrior Cats? I have not read it, nor do I plan to. Any tips for character development in books? Oh man, if I go on a tip, discussion, this is going to be a very long stream. Character development, you have to make it something people are interested and devoted to. A kind of a story people want to follow, I guess. I'm not good at giving advice on the spot. I'm better at typing it out than actually saying it. I get very awkward on live streams. What's your zodiac sign? Capricorn. Because my birthday is January 10th. Year 1909. And I'm 999 years old. That totally makes sense. Let's see. Did you save a father or mother? No, I haven't thought of... Oh, actually, yes. I came up with some original plans for my main Wings of Fire Sea Mirage, but I never ended up continuing the story I was writing. But he does have a mother. That's the only thing I'd really thought of, but I might totally scrap that whole storyline. He wished Kestra wasn't killed. I think I understand why it needed to happen. But it would have been nice to see a little bit more of her, see her development. Mind reading or see the future? See the future because you can't turn off mind reading in Wings of Fire. Mount Yuan Warrior Cat, pretty similar to Wings of Fire. There are a lot of books, and normally I love book series with a lot of books, but I think it's too much, and the characters do not look like anything I'm interested in. Like, the story doesn't look like anything I'm interested in. The character names are so confusing, and the fandom is kind of toxic, from what I've seen, at least. And there are other books I've been planning to read. Ooh, what's your favorite part of having a Wings of Fire YouTube channel? Meeting the community, 100%. I know this sounds like it's really cheesy, but I honestly love you guys so much. Like, it's so fun to respond to comments and look at the answers to my polls and see what you guys think. So I would say interacting with the community, because I never would have been able to do that before. Spider-Man toothpaste is pretty good. I have Spider-Man toothpaste right now, and I can confirm it actually tastes very good. It's hard to get used to, though, because it's strawberry flavored, but it is very good. Why are you guys still on about that revolution? Yeah, it has been almost an hour. Wow, the time has kind of flown by. I guess at the start of the stream, I was kind of, awkward, and I was kind of embarrassed to start. I was kind of nervous. But towards the end, I guess I've gotten a little more on my shell. Yeah, there's so many books, and, it doesn't seem anything interesting. I love, Harry Potter. I like that amount of books, and I like Wings of Fire having 15 books. I'd like that, but I don't know, Warrior Cats didn't seem like my cup of tea. What would you do if you saw a monkey with a gun and heard boss music? I would run, like a coward, because I'm not fighting a monkey with a gun, especially if I hear boss music. I'm not that stupid. At first, you think you wouldn't go anywhere on YouTube. Well, I think it's every small content creator's dream to grow big on YouTube, So I would say, like, I fantasized about it, but I don't think I actually thought I would. I mean, I kind of thought, like, oh, I'll get to 1,000, but never thought I'd hit 4K. And I never thought I'd be doing what I do now. Do you like to write? Love to write. Writing is my favorite thing ever. If you guys are ever interested, maybe I might post some stories I've written. I absolutely love writing. It's my favorite thing in the world. If you could improve Book 15 or 3 in general, how would you do it? You can probably find that in some of my analysis videos about Book 15. I don't want to get into it now because of spoilers, but... Let's see. If you were to marry Dragon Wings of Fire, which dragon would you marry? By the way, hi. Hello. Keebly, because he has a really good sense of humor, and he seems very sweet. He's so loyal to Moon. I love him. My favorite animals are dogs, dragons, and foxes. Tree War arc or legend? Definitely legend book. I would not be interested in seeing that as an arc. I think the arcs are more centered towards what actually is going on right now, and I think the legend should be in the past. Do you ever think of being an author? That is my dream career. I hope that happens one day. I doubt it will, but being an author would be my dream, so. Do you like anime? If so, what anime would you recommend? I've only seen one anime. It's Brand New Animal, which can be found on Netflix. I absolutely love that show, but it's the only anime I've seen, so I can't really say, I can't really compare it. Do you like reading other Wings of Fire fanfics? I haven't really read any Wings of Fire fanfictions, to be honest. I really like fanfictions, but I haven't really read any Wings of Fire ones. We're going to be ending the stream in a few minutes here, so if you guys have any last-minute questions, you can go and ask those. Probably in a couple minutes, like maybe 5. How'd you pick your channel name? It was based off of my 2017 Roblox account, because I had 2 accounts prior, one of which was Teddy's Pink, and I don't remember the name of the second one. And then I made a 3rd account, Dog Lover Likes Doge, because I had no ideas, and I'm like, I'm a dog lover who likes Doge, right? That was in 2017, and I've since stuck with that name, and there's no way for me to really change it, because people already know the name Dog Lover Likes Doge, so, may confuse some people. What are the 3 most underrated characters in your opinion? I can't really decide. There are a lot of underrated characters. I think Lady Jewel is a really underrated one, for sure. People need to talk about her more. She's super cool. What's your favorite song? I can't decide. I like a lot of songs. I'm very indecisive when it comes to favorites for things. Let's see. We'll answer just a couple more questions. Spider-Man Wings of Fire crossover. Very interesting concept. Do you still play Wings of Fire, like the Roblox game? I've never really been into it. I've done a couple role plays, but I don't play it in my free time. I only really join it. Sometimes I do community posts, and I'll be like, alright, if you guys are online, I'm doing a little meet and greet, and you can talk and just hang out there. But I don't really play it regularly. If you could name any animals a pet, what animal would it be? Probably a lion, because if it were, because a lion would be so soft to pet, especially if it was a male. I would just sleep in the beard. That mane, my brain is literally turning to mush. Thank you for hailing me. All right. Spider-Man's Wings of Fire character, what tribe would he be? Probably a Silkwing because of the silk. Probably because of climbing. Silkwings are really good climbers, and they can produce silk, so. We'll answer probably 1 or 2 more questions. What do you think of Wing Furry the artist? I absolutely love their videos. And let's see. How long have you gone for? We're only answering probably 1 or 2 more questions, so. Let's see. If you grade Wings of Fire book, what would it be and whose POV? That's a tough one. If for an actual book, it would be different than a winglet. they're definitely like writing with the next generation of Dragonets. Bumblebee and like Auklet, I think would be pretty interesting ones. Alrighty, we'll answer one more question. And what times were you, Lice? I didn't even live. I live in Eastern time, so it is 5:35. Alright, if you would live with any of these fire parents, who would you choose? Well, since Moon and Cave, they are kind of growing up now, I would probably pick them. I think they'd be pretty sweet parents. Although I would not really like having a mom that could read my mind. That'd be pretty awkward, unless I had Skyfire. Would you do a collab with someone to write a book? Probably not. I tend to like working on my own for certain things. Alrighty. So that's pretty much the end of the stream. Will I do live streams often? No, sadly. I rarely do streams. My last one was 6 months ago. I'm very inconsistent. I don't have a schedule at all. I don't have any kind of plans for live streams. So yeah, okay, this one's kind of random. Normally I do streams for like for example, when I hit 4K or 3K, I can't remember which one it was last time. I would do a celebratory stream, and I'd do something similar to this. Although the most amount of people I've had in a live stream at one time was 25, and today I had 70. So that is a big step up. I used to be able to respond to every question, because I only had a few people talking, but this is a lot. So I'm so sorry if I didn't get to answer your question. It's been super fun to talk to you guys. And thank you so much for coming. Thank you for being here for the whole hour, Jelly, Wings of Fire. Alright, thank you so much for coming, everybody. You guys are amazing. And last chance to vote on the poll. We're going to see what the final response is. We better get to 13% for Among Us. It's pretty underrated. Anyways, I hope you guys had a wonderful time. It's been awesome. Alright. The end results for the poll. I have 87% said Among Us, 12% said Among Us. Very important question I asked. And a total of 236 votes. Alright. Goodbye, everybody. Let me know if you'd like to see more streams in the future.